G'day folks, Steve from Vintage Restorations Australia here. In today's episode we continue on with that steering, run into a few minor problems, and we also choose and start panel beating the body panels. Pretty cold, wet day here today at workshop. Anyway, we'll have a cup of tea, chat, and do a little bit of work. It'll be fun. We sprung a leak after last week. Thought we'd won. Anyway, there's a puddle underneath it.
Not from there though, it's not the pistons themselves.
Well, they're brand new.
I know.
Doesn't mean anything because they are Brit part. But
yeah. So
is that tightened up, that hose?
John said he tightened it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's top it up, bleed that side of it, and see if it still leaks.
Well, I don't know what.
We're having a bit of trouble understanding how that other one goes on, so we pulled this to bits to have a look. We'll take it off. Get the essential bits that we need. Boom shakalaka. There's those washers.
There's a spring there into a bearing, but this one's a bit longer, the spring-loaded section.
Let's just steal that wheel now that I've cleaned the other one. That looks like it'll actually work. Look, these bits are better too.
Yeah.
How's that come on?
And it's got a bearing. Well, take the whole shaft out.
No.
Oh, well, it should just come off. All that should come off.
Let's try to get it off then. Those bearings about to fall out everywhere?
Nah, it's still there.
Oh.
You've got a bush. There's a bush in yours, not a bearing.
Earlier model.
Better quality, this one.
Yeah, I know. The other steering wheel that we've just cleaned up is better than this one, so I want to keep that wheel and steal these bits. There you go. Get the screws out of there. 1, 2. There's a free wheel for someone. Go clean that with metho. I'll give that a quick wire brush. Clean it up. There you go, cleaned up.
So you'll teeth that in, and then you might better tap it back out using that. Yeah.
The problem is it's probably going to expand it at the same time. But if he screws it in and out a few times, it might cut a little bit of a thread in there. Oh, it's left-handed, so it's going to be hard.
The left-handed screwdriver.
I'm not just a pretty face.
Not even a pretty face. Shitter and Turner.
Oh, we need a something to turn it now, like a multi-grips.
Oh no, don't put something on them. Now there's some play in it.
That's what you want.
I don't think that was supposed to be in there.
That's a pretty nice fix.
Yeah, they've bodged that by cutting a bush and making it fit.
Right.
1984 was like, you know, that all the cameras were just stuck in the walls, right? But it's just everyone's just doing each other's handiwork.
Just eat your cake, Dave. Do you think that's better than the other one that's down there?
Oh, I think it's just a slightly better, yeah.
It's not much in it, is it? They're both pretty ugly.
Yeah, it's been stretched a bit when someone else has tried to knock it out a bit, so...
Yeah, didn't anneal it, did they?
Well, they probably used a sharp object of hard material to knock it out instead of soft.
All right, let's try to get that off.
It goes so slow.
The snails.
Snails, yeah.
Snail's pace.
All right, let's get that off. I'll go and see if I've got a skin for that in the shed. Oh, that's a beauty. That'll do.
How do you spell WD-40?
SNAIL.
You nailed it.
I'm gonna be swearing in a minute.
We're rolling, so don't.
Oh, the rain's coming down. We got this out, but we've just realised, oh, not that one, this one, that this is a bit manky, so looking at that one, it's a bit manky. That one's pretty bad too, but it's better than the other one. We do have a new skin, well not a new skin, but a second-hand skin that can go on there. So we might use that one, cut this bit off, put a new skin on it.
I split it, but it turned.
Oh, you buggered it completely.
Where's the spanner now? I'd put something nice and flat, because these are actually quite flat, under it, and lonk it down with the rubber mallet, not anything else.
Right, we turn it around, so we've got some access. Alright, I'll get something. Got some earmuffs. What?
Not yet. We probably need to pull this
Out.
so that it can actually, that can move
Where it wants to.
Yep. So you can see that's come back.
Let me just get behind that and tap it out.
Again, you're supposed to have something on both sides of it. Yeah, a dolly on the other side, but we need something to hook it in behind.
Here you go.
Oh. If you can bend it without hitting it and shape it by hand, it's better as well. Betterer, yep.
So annealing that now wouldn't be of benefit? Or you do your growth stuff first and then anneal it
we'll
up?
do the growth. We'll see how it goes and how it's working. But yeah, we could probably give that a bit of a... Now it's moved back into shape. It's
kind of flat again-ish.
Right now we're looking to try and push the highs down into the and bring the lows up. So I had the dolly underneath the low area. see that sort of come back
Yeah,
up.
it's looking way better. So this is it going high, you'd go the other way.
Yeah, again, we've got a low in here and a high here, so we'll try and transfer a bit of that high into that low. So we've sort of got it roughly without even trying to start the annealing process yet.
So what about these lows here? Would you pop them out to push it back?
Yep, that will actually help doing that again. So again, a nice piece of timber, or don't really like using a steel.
Yeah.
As you can see, the wood and the rubber is actually having an effect. So there's no need to go with anything other than the softer materials.
It's actually the dolly that's pushing it, isn't it?
Yeah. See, that's come up to buggery, and we haven't really gone into it.
Have a go at that one.
It's a bit hard to get this square piece of. Well, it's got to be a round, nice rounded piece of wood now to more curved than the actual curve that we want to have in the guard.
Yep. Made you this, mate. Look at that. Here comes the rain.
You might have to get out of the rain.
Rain, stop play. Must be lunchtime.
Yeah. It's hard to get the ripply bits out of it. There's a heap in here that's sort of got to be pulled down into this thing, and it's probably better, easier on the.
Well, I think that's a start, and that's a usable panel. So
yeah.
I think with that one's together, we'll start belting at the other one.
Yeah. Like this, I'll probably just knock this a little bit out of the front here.
Now,
Yeah.
here we go. Soft, huh?
Softer.
Got the award for the most improved guard today. Nearly there. With a bit more bashing and crashing. Bit of a shout out to my friend Ray, who sent me this Series 1 coffee cup. It's a cracker made by Vintage Tractor Mugs. Never heard of them, but anyway. Landies are pretty tractor-like, so that's appropriate. Anyway, thanks for that, Ray. Do appreciate it. Also, my mate Grego gave me this. He said thought it might be nice in the 109 Ute. Sort of vintagey spotlight. That's a cracker. I'll give that a bit of a clean up and get it going. So thanks, Grego, for that. I appreciate that. And a little eBay score, $19 on eBay. An instruction manual for a 2A. It's got lots of good information. Funky drawings and stuff, but you know, the electrical diagrams, all that kind of stuff. It's basically a service manual of sorts in brief. Tells you how to look after your landy. If you haven't got one, worth getting. Oops, I've got water on it. Worth getting for your library. So there you go. So next week we'll continue on with that panel work. We've got the other guard to do. We've also got the tub, the seat box, the doors, the bonnet, all of those bits and pieces that all need panel beating because they're all pretty much buggered. Anyway, so we'll continue on with that. I think by the end of it, I might even know how to get a panel straight. Thanks to Warwick for his help with all of that. He's a great mentor and teacher, and I appreciate it. So thanks, Warwick. As always, thanks to our subscribers, thanks to our patrons. We appreciate that support. Lots of comments. I appreciate those. So thanks, folks. Keep trying the comments, good and bad. We appreciate it all. I guess that's it for the week. So till next week, look after yourselves and look after each other, folks. Try to be kind. Bye. Where's the sheep? Get him. Get him. Get the sheep. Barker, where are the sheep? Get the sheep!